Hey, folks, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV here in beautiful Louisville, Illinois. My name is Bruce Dickey, and joining me today for our Big Take the Points episode, Lucas Vaughan is here this afternoon or this morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
Lucas.
sir.
I already screwed it up.
I mean, we are 5 seconds in, so.
It is kind of typical. We are shooting this. We'll get to it a little bit.
Actually, they're going to know pretty soon that when we're taping
They'll
it.
know pretty soon whenever we're taping it, because we'll probably talk about. I gotta get my water out of the way. We'll talk about. We're going to talk about baseball.
Turn mine too.
What'd you say?
It's just embarrassing anymore.
I'm gonna say it didn't say some other cable company. As long as it doesn't say X.com or
Starlink.
Starlink. Yeah, thanks, Elon. This is happy Friday, October 20th to you, folks. Hope you have a wonderful day. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Like I said, Lucas Vaughan here beside me. Let's tell you about the few things, not a ton, but a few things going on here today on Friday, October 20th, at the Courtesy Laundry. I believe that's in Florida. The Clay County Health Department is hosting a laundry day at Courtesy Laundry. I think that's just east of the diner there, east of the diner, across the street from the barber. Going to be it's a Courtesy Laundry on Friday from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. This is a laundry day. The health department will have detergent and fabric softener for those who need it. Health department will cover the cost to wash and dry your clothing. For more information, give the Clay County Health Department a call at 618-662-4406.
First time I've heard that one before.
That was a new one.
That's a new one. That's the first time. We've done a lot of these over the last handful of years. I've not heard that one before.
That is a new one to me. I'm glad that the health department is figuring out a way to help folks. As you know, it's Saturday night. Tomorrow night. It's coming up, and folks need a bath and clean clothes.
I assume you could take sheets, beddings.
I would hope
everything. Yeah,
sure.
That's a good deal.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal. So get your stuff cleaned up. That'd be a nice deal. What else going on Friday at 4 Sunset Drive? They do this once a year. It's the big moving sale on October 20th and 21st at 4 Sunset Drive in Flora. I guess I don't call it a moving sale every year, but all proceeds do go to For a Good Cause. So it's a nice opportunity for you to help out the dogs and cats and all those things down there for a good cause. What else is going on here on the 20th? Actually, this one is the 20th and the 21st. As it's that time of year, folks, over in Kinmundy, the haunted cabins and trails are open. $10 to experience a terrifying journey through a haunted 1800s trail. Dare to walk alongside ghosts and discover the haunting secrets of the log cabins there in Kinmundy. Prepare to immerse yourself. The thing is, I'm really not selling this enough. I should try to do a spooky type of voice. I've never really tried a good spooky voice.
I'd say you have enough for a spooky voice. You got a deep enough voice. Spooky should be.
Yeah. Let's really. Well, we can. You think I can? Okay, I'll try it.
I'm not even sure how to go. How do you start with a spooky voice?
Experience.
No, that's not it. Don't do it different. That was a pirate.
Experience. A terrifying journey through a haunted 1880s trail.
That's better.
You like that?
That was better.
To walk alongside ghosts and discover the haunting secrets of the log cabins.
I need a little British in there. Just a touch of a British in there, too.
Was I giving it
that little British in that one part of it.
Prepare to immerse yourself in the paranormal as you venture into the haunted trail that winds its way through the eerie woods and historic log cabins from the 1880s or 1800s. All proceeds and go to the repairs and upkeeps of the cabins and the grounds, and as well as 3 $1,000 scholarships will go to seniors at South Central. That's an outstanding deal. So help them out. That's going to be Friday and Saturday, and I'm not sure about Sunday or not, but Friday and Saturday from 5 p.m. until 10 o'clock. That, of course, at the log cabins out there. Would that be north of Kinmundy, I think? As you're driving along. So, yeah, north of Kinmundy. Also on Friday night up in, speaking of a chance to give, this is all the stuff for the United Way of Effingham County. They have the Witches Ball. They do this annually, $65 per person, and it is, they have some of the best silent and live auction stuff that you can find. Again, the event begins at 6 o'clock with hors d'oeuvres and a silent auction. A fabulous dinner at the Thelma Keller Convention Center will be served at 7, and then a live auction begins at 8. Also fun activities, optional costume contest, music, and plenty more. Again, those folks, they do this every year. The things that you can win on those auctions you can win, those prizes are really, really nice. What else going on this weekend? On Saturday, October 21st, a youth quail and pheasant hunt. This is going to be out at Dan Heck's farm. He's having this youth bird hunt on Saturday. The hunts for those ages 10 to 16 wanting to experience quail and pheasant hunting. You know, that's the thing, Lucas. People your age and my age probably don't really experience much quail hunting anymore.
Not anymore. I know growing up, my dad would just a very little bit, and I remember it, but anymore, not hardly at all.
See, I can remember my uncle going pheasant hunting and or quail hunting.
Yeah, we did more quail.
Yeah, did quail hunting, but now there's the fence rows are guten Tag. The fence rows are gone. The location is the Heck Farm near Iola. Of course, that's 20 miles south of Effingham, 20 miles northwest of Flora, northwest of Louisville, too. Hunt times are from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Going to be clay pigeons to warm up on, practice and instruction. Then there will be fields for first-timers as well as fields for the experienced hunters. Please call the Hecks out there and tell the receptionist that you're wanting to attend the youth hunt in the morning or afternoon and how many folks will be attending. You can give them a call at 342-4111. That's a 217 number, 314-217-342-4111 or 217-821-4112. What else going on? Soup Cook-Off fundraiser at the Clay City United Methodist Church. I can get behind this. That's at 3 o'clock on the Saturday afternoon. The Clay City Ministerial Alliance is sponsoring this Soup Cook-Off fundraiser from 3 to 7 at the Clay City Methodist Church. Cook-Off is between we can't enter. Already contestants. It's between the Methodist Church and the Christian Church. So folks from the Methodist Church will bring soup. Folks from the Christian Church will bring soup. And everyone is welcome to have the soup. Drink and desserts will be, the cost is by donation. Bobbing for apples. When's the last time you went to a good apple bob?
I've never been to one.
You've never been to an apple bob?
I've never bobbed for apples.
You have never bought? Wow.
No.
All right. I'll quit repeating everything you say because it makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Face painting as well for the kids. If you want more information, give them a call, 618-676-7255. Speaking of hunting, a meat shoot also at Clay City. This will be at the Clay City Sailor Springs American Legion, and it's sponsoring this meat shoot at 10 a.m. They're going to have chili, vegetable soup, sloppy joes, hot dogs, and drinks also. Also going to be a raffle for a Ruger rifle and a 22. Plus there will be a pink and blue BB gun given away with the parents' permission. Tickets are $10 each, 3 for $20 a ticket. And that's not tickets to get in or tickets to eat, I think. That's, I believe, tickets for the rifle, for the raffles. But I'm not sure. What else going on Saturday? The Hope Church at 23 West Cherry in Albion. We will have their monthly Feed the Family event. Officials with the Hope Church will give away free food, free clothing, and free household items as well as miscellaneous items. The event gets underway at 9. A requirement is that you listen to a message of hope. So for more information, give me a call, 618-445-2065. And finally, one other event, the Quilt Show and Vendor Fair. This is going to be in Salem on Saturday morning and afternoon from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. It's going to be at the Salem Community Activity Center. You know where that is, 2 blocks south or so, 2 or 3 blocks south of the high school. And adults $3, children 12 and under are free. Quilting and non-quilting vendors will be there. There's going to be demonstrations, scissor sharpening, as well as bed turnings. See, now we're getting into stuff.
Did you say bedpan turnings?
No, bed turnings.
Okay.
I was about to say bed tannings. I thought it was bed tannings, and I reread it. Bed turnings and quilt appraisals will be available.
What's a bed turning?
You'd have to ask your aunt.
She would know.
She would know. I don't have a clue.
Okay.
I hoped you would know.
No, no.
No, I have no.
I turn my mattress, but I don't know that.
Actually, we've got a new term here in the national days that I'm going to tell you.
I like it.
But this is all food related today. National Chicken and Waffles Day. Savory and sweet collide for a soulful celebration of flavor on October 20th as we celebrate National Chicken and Waffle Day. Imagine a world where ingredients of every spice and spirit find their way into the honeycombs of thick and crispy waffles. That day has arrived. Apparently, from the chicken and waffles started in a place in Harlem as well, at the same time as a place in L.A. So it's been kind of coming across the state. Yeah. It's been around but as odd as it seems, chicken and waffles have been around for more than 150 years. I got to ask you, as I'll put up another picture, that's a good-looking plate right there.
Looks good.
Have you ever eaten chicken and waffles?
I have.
Really? Mm-hmm. What'd you think?
I like it. I mean, waffles are delicious, number one. You put fried chicken on the side, which is good, too. So you get the saltiness of fried chicken, some of the sweetness of the syrup leaks over. So
that's my question. Do you let the syrup get in and mix with the fried chicken?
Yeah, it's all good that way, yeah.
I have never had it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good combo.
I like waffles, and I like chicken, but I've never put the two together.
Go down south sometime and find a place that has it and just go with the chicken and waffles. You won't be upset.
I doubt I'll be upset anyway. Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles in Southern California founded this day just a couple of years ago. What else going on today? International Chef's Day is on October 20th every year, approximately. And this is special for you, too. Doesn't your wife cook? She's a chef. Different kinds of chefs. There were 940,000 chefs, head cooks, food and serving supervisors in the United States, along with over
a million of them, huh?
Wow. There are a million of them. Well, you always thought your wife was one of them.
Well, I mean, she's not a chef, but
it kind of counts. Different kinds of chefs include executive chef, head chef, sous chef, chef de partie, which runs a specific part of the kitchen, commis chef, junior member of the restaurant staff, kitchen porter, and a dishwasher. I guess that's in a different kind of. But yeah, there you are at the International Chef Day. I had to move to Saturday to find this one. And
we got a good one on the 21st.
Got a good one on Saturday the 21st. This is actually the third Saturday in October, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Whole Hog Barbecue Day. Third Saturday in October, National Whole Hog Barbecue Day, and they invite you to indulge in one of the South's, actually not that far south, most revered tradition. Wood smoke and smoldering charcoal are a sign of the season. Traditionally cooked over wood and charcoal, Whole Hog Barbecue uses the whole pig, everything from the nose to the tail. Every year, pitmasters and barbecue lovers from all over the Southeast celebrate National Whole Hog Barbecue Day, coinciding with North Carolina's State Fair in October. The North Carolina thinks they started it. The tradition of whole hog barbecue started in eastern North Carolina, dates back over 350 years to the first settlers in the region.
It's a long time ago.
Got a couple more. Look at those.
Have you ever done one? I mean, or been to like a whole hog cookout like that? I've never been to a whole hog cook like that. I have been to a whole hog cook, and that brings me to the word we're all learning today, pig picking.
They call it pig picking.
Okay.
Because that's basically how you eat it. You go, they'll put that thing out and it'll sit out for about an hour or so, cool off a little bit, and then you basically pick the meat off of it.
Pick your parts.
You pick stuff. And actually that looks really good too. That's some good looking big hog barbecue. Let's see, some ways for smoke and fun. Host a pig picking with whole hog barbecue or attend a festival where you can taste some of the best in the country. We were, years and years ago, we were driving back from it was me and the whole gang. There were a bunch of us, 6 of us in the car, at a time where SUVs didn't exist. And we stopped at a place that looked like it was going to be a good time. They had a pig roast going, the whole pig. Had just pulled it out, and they invited us to stop. There were 6 of us, and we just ate on that pig for hours and hours. The thing is, we were only 19 or 18, and so it made things a little bit more interesting. Yeah, that's how that works occasionally. But yeah, that's so this enjoy pig picking day or whole hog day. The great debate, apparently, there's a great debate about barbecue sauce. Eastern parts of North Carolina lean toward the clear sauce made with vinegar, salt, and crushed red pepper, while the western parts add sugar and ketchup to make it a light red sauce.
I like both. I don't know if I have a preference. I like the vinegar-based, but I also like the sweeters.
I'm a vinegar-based guy.
Yeah, I like both of them. But
yeah, for that kind of barbecue. Yeah. Now, if I'm just putting it on a cheeseburger or something, it's the red. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? What do you want to see on television this afternoon or evening? Not a whole lot. We don't have any football on. We don't have any high school football or sports tonight. Friday night with nothing to do.
We did it yesterday.
And we did it yesterday as Fairfield. You going to do that?
Yeah.
All right, good.
It still have me.
I think it's still happening.
There wasn't enough people that signed a petition not to have me on the air again, right?
Not yet. It has been started, though.
Yeah.
Game 5, if necessary, of the Houston Astros at the Texas Rangers. That'll be at 4:07 today on Fox Sports 1, Channel 610. Phillies are at the Diamondbacks. Game 4, that's on Channel 632 at 7:03. And finally, NCAA football, only one game tonight. The Mustangs at the Owls. SMU at Temple. That's on the Deuce, ESPN2, Channel 638. That's Lucas. I'm Bruce. We're going to be back right after these words and have some fun. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Pretty good thought process.
Yeah.
But that's just, brain cramp.
Yeah. Well, you got up to do it and forgot about it.
I walked over there to do it. Well, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I did it. No, I didn't. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. I'm Bruce. That is Lucas. Lucas, you didn't get to televise a game this weekend. Are you all right?
Yeah. I mean, we did.
No high school game this weekend? That was 2 weeks ago.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago Saturday.
Oh, yeah, we didn't. What did we do? Oh, we were at Hamilton County.
We're at Hamilton County.
All right.
Fairfield was in Hamilton County.
My brain's out on it now.
Fairfield was in Hamilton County. Okay. Salem played Freeburg at Freeburg. Salem lost 28-0. Let's start with Salem High School.
28-0. Got shut out by Freeburg, huh?
Shut out by Freeburg. So Freeburg gets their 5th win. Salem now 4-4, heading up to Charleston.
Which is tough, if I remember correctly.
Charleston is currently 6-2.
That's tough.
And their 2 losses are against, they're in the Apollo against Mount Zion, who is 7-1. And their other loss is against Muhammad Seymour, who is 8-0.
Yeah. So it's going to be
the only loss that Mount Zion had was to Muhammad Seymour.
Yeah.
That's the 2 losses for Charleston.
So Salem's going to have to play really, really good.
Salem needs to go on the road up to Charleston and play some pretty doggone good football. I mean, they're 4-4. There's a chance there. I mean, there's always a chance. And they've got if they get the win, by all means, they should be into the playoffs as they played some good teams and should have the points at 5-4. So good luck to the Wildcats as they head up north to Charleston. By the way, we're not televising a game Friday night because we're televising on Thursday night. We'll be in Fairfield. Yep. Fairfield plays Edwards County to attempt to go 5-4.
Their 5th win of the year.
Try to get their 5th win of the year. Edwards County comes on, I believe, at 1-7.
Yeah, I believe they had 1 win.
And it might have been did they beat CZR?
Yes.
Okay. So they picked up the other team instead of taking the forfeit from Vienna. So they're 1-7. I understand that there may be some injury woes with Fairfield coming out of the Hamilton County game. I'm not going to mention it, but because you don't know I'm not sure if I'm right or not.
Right.
But I was told that there was an in-practice injury, and that could affect the Mules. So we're shooting this Wednesday. The Mules play on Thursday night. Fairfield needs to win. If they win,
be 5-4.
5-4, probably Class 3A. Might get a trip back down to Salem, down to Sesser, because Sesser will be 9-0.
That
maybe.
You know what? We'd take it. 5-4 in the season.
Sesser might be 8-1.
Yeah.
They've got Flora on the road. Tonight.
So Flora needs that win.
Flora at Sesser tonight. Flora needs that win. It's a desperate team. Well, Flora is terrifically desperate as they got beat last week, and they're 3-5. They have to have a win and they have to have help from other
It's going to be
people.
tough to get in at 4-5, but that's
tough.
the kind of win that could help.
That is the win that would help. It'd help your points.
Mm-hmm.
It would help everything out. The Flora Wolves heading down to Cesar Valier on Friday night tonight. And I think we'll get 1 out of 3 into the playoffs, to tell you the honest truth. I hope Salem can get the win to get in, make it 2 out of 3. I think Fairfield probably rolls. But,
Fairfield should get that win, and
Fairfield had a big win in Hamilton County the other night.
Yeah, they played well, won 44-0, controlled the game from the start.
And Hamilton County already had 5 wins, right?
Yeah. So that was a nice win for them. I think they have 5 or have 4.
They have had 4.
Yeah, I think they're both 4-4.
They're probably looking for their 5th win
they were.
this weekend as well. So best of luck to the Mules. Best of luck to the Wolves. Best of luck to the Wildcats. We hope you all can make some fun stuff happen. Next week also we'll have the volleyball regionals and all kinds of fun stuff, as we'll have stuff to talk about, as Fairfield stubbed their toe the other night.
But you can say stubbed their toe against one of the top 1A teams in all of Southern Illinois.
If not the top.
Yeah.
The top.
And it went 3 sets, and we had some girls over there that were sick. The coach said Chet was sick during that game too. So no excuses, but still there was a hard team, and there was a 3-fought.
Fairfield lost to NCOE
Yep.
on Tuesday night, and they're getting ready. They've got a tournament this weekend and then finish up the season.
Yep.
Flora, I think, has finished up already, and I don't think they're playing in the tournament this weekend, and I think Salem does have a tournament. I'm not sure about that. But
A tournament is always a tournament before the end of the season.
Yeah.
It's kind of an odd thing to finish up with.
well, it's tournament before the tournament.
Yeah.
Just basically, it's really to fill out your games. Like we had on Tuesday night, North Clay. Well, I was talking to North Clay's coach, Megan Hansen, and Welty. Now she was Hansen, and she was telling me, they're playing their 31st game or 35th game on Thursday night. So they can't play in the tournament.
So 35 is the magic number before the before the postseason starts.
35 is the most you can play in a regular season and tournaments before the postseason. There have been teams that accidentally play more than that. You know what happens to you if you accidentally play, say, a 36th game?
I think the easy one is they have to forfeit one of those games. I have a feeling you're not going to tell me that's what the case is.
That's not what happened. They got kicked out. It was a number. It was a number 2 team in Southern Illinois. They got kicked out. So if you can kick out Pinckneyville of all teams, you can kick anybody out. We'll be right back. We'll talk some college football here on Big Talk right after these words. Take the Point Show. Back in a sec.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Flora. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, Cole Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Cash TV. Lucas is here. We are talking about, we just talked about high school football. Now we're going to talk about college football. Then we'll talk about a little bit about the NFL, and probably, if we save a little bit of time, it's fun postseason, even though right now it's been, both teams are
it's been sweeps all the way through, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's fun to watch because a lot of times they're close games.
Yeah,
they have been close games, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I must admit, if you watch the show regularly, ladies and gentlemen,
like last week,
you saw that I was wearing.
Very colorful jacket.
A colorful jacket, the orange and blue Argyle jacket, which apparently it's like the Billy Baru, ladies and gentlemen.
It never fails.
It never fails. And Illinois pulled off the massive upset. That's massive.
2 touchdown upset.
13.5 point, 14-point underdog upset. And
on the road,
in the rain. In College Park, Maryland. I was there. I could sit here and tell stories all day.
You probably had fun.
I met numerous Maryland retired football players or former football players. They had the hotel we were staying at. They had a reunion of Maryland football players. I met. Do you remember?
No.
Well, Boomer Esiason wasn't there. I'm thinking of Maryland players that you might remember that you might have seen play in the pros. I met this guy was you probably weren't a big Red fan ever, were you?
No.
St. Louis or Arizona Cardinals.
No.
Yeah, I met a former Cardinal quarterback named Stan Gelbaugh.
Don't know that one.
He played for the Maryland Terrapins back in the 70s. I met a kicker who kicked for 1 year for Maryland and was a very good kicker. Went on to become a multi-millionaire of some gigantic numbers.
Not kicking.
Not kicking. He's a contractor, actually.
Sounds like a commercial contractor.
Yeah, commercial. They do all kinds of stuff. So met him, met all kinds of. Had a good time, and the campus is beautiful. A little bit more compact than I expected a Big Ten campus to be. It wasn't all that difficult to walk from one side to the other. Whereas if you're in Champaign, it's a
long way.
It's a long way. Same thing at Ohio State. Same thing at the other Big Ten campuses. But I saw one game. Who won any other games?
Well, I mean, the one we talked about last week that we thought was going to be the Oregon-Washington game. And when we said it, Michael Penix is a stud, Bo Nix is a stud, and that game truly came down to both teams being extremely good.
That came down to coaches' decisions, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And I mean, it came down to a 40-yard field goal that could have tied it and gone in overtime, but Washington ended up winning 36-33, and Oregon had a chance to tie. So
I understand a lot of people. That was all at the same time as the Illinois game, so I didn't get a chance to see or hear anything. But a lot of folks were talking afterward about the coach at Oregon going for it on fourth down over and over and over and over, and Washington just kept beating them back.
No, yeah, I mean,
poor decisions.
No, it's not poor decisions. Washington's going to score. I mean, Washington will score. I mean, they proved they can score. So
they did score.
In his mind, field goals weren't going to win that game all the time. Now, it comes down to the fact that if 2 more field goals would have won the game.
Oopsie.
But who's to say that, they don't kick those field goals and Washington scores touchdowns, time after time again. So It was a good football game. Both of those teams are really good.
0 for 3 on fourth down. You're not holding Dan Lanning at.
No, heck no. That gave Washington a long field to go. You kick a field goal, you're giving Washington short fields most of the time, off a kick has things like that. So just because they didn't score, sure, 3 would have been great, but long fields against a team like Michael Penix, quarterback like Michael Penix is good too.
Any other major games over the weekend?
I thought Notre Dame, yeah, blasted USC.
I bet they
48-20 or something like that.
I bet USC on that game.
I did too. I was getting a couple points on that. So that one was a big surprise to me. And then all the big boys won. Georgia beat Vanderbilt, didn't cover, but
Georgia, they were close again.
37-20,
and they lost their tight end. How big a deal? How big a deal is it to lose Brock Bowers?
Well, they say he's one of the top 3 players in this upcoming draft. I don't know if he'll go top 3 since he's tight end, but it's a big hit to them.
That's a big hit.
So
yeah, he's a good player. How do we do?
500.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so we went 4-4. Didn't hit our Super Dogs this week though.
We're going to do this week. We're going to hit our Super Dogs this week. I would hope anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, we were middling at best last week.
Everybody went 1-1.
Yeah, everybody went 1-1. So we all had a hit and all had a loss.
Well, that makes me feel relatively good. Let's talk about the upcoming week.
Okay.
Who do we bet?
Let's start with Wheeze. Wheeze on the Ohio State Penn State over 47.5. Great football game. Number 3 versus number 6, both undefeated teams.
Over how much?
47.5. Seems like a light number, but I think Penn State's going to want to keep it low. Yeah, they're not going to want to run like Ohio State's typically going to want to run.
I'm on this game too.
Yeah, you are. And let's just go over yours real quick. You got Ohio State plus the 4.5.
I've got Ohio State giving the 4.5, and well, you said plus. I mean, they're giving them. Yeah, they're giving 4.5. The reason James Franklin just hasn't won a big game.
Year after year after year, they get to this position.
They get to this spot.
And then they get blown up by 21.
And this is at Ohio State. Okay, let me tell you,
this is at Ohio State, and you're giving 4.5? Wowzers. Huh. I mean, that's what you've got written down there.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's at Ohio State. Yeah, it's at Ohio State, and I'm minus 4.5.
Ohio State's a 4.5 point favorite, not plus.
Okay. Did I put a plus?
Yeah, you got a plus up there.
I'm sorry.
They're a 4.5 point favorite.
Yeah, I'm taking Ohio State.
Right, there we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say because it is at Ohio State. All right. So I'm flying to Maryland, right? And you're from time to time. I was on the window, and from time to time you look out the window just to see things. Some people like James Kirk in the Twilight Zone sees a little goblin out on the window.
Oh, what do you say?
I was looking down, and of course, I'm a map / I like a road geek. I love road maps. So I just look out the window after I'd been reading for about an hour. I look down and I see an interstate, and we're 40,000 feet in the air, and that sure is an interstate. And I'm thinking about where we have to be in the flight. We're either 64. I don't know which route we're taking, through 64 or 70, heading eastward. And so I look down and I see the interstate split into a square, a big square and a rectangle. I said, that looks like Columbus. That's the Columbus. That's the route around Columbus. I look downtown. I see, there's the 610 in or 670 in Columbus. Where's the stadium? I got to find the stadium. And so I'm 40,000 feet in the air, and I said, well, it's right on the river. Find the river. There's the river. I'll be doggone.
You can see that from there?
I could see the horseshoe as I was flying past. So, ladies and gentlemen, clearly the signs all point to picking Ohio State.
I mean, I don't know what else you can do. I mean, clearly you can't fight that.
You can't. Why? How could I fight that? I looked up, and 2 minutes later, I'm looking at the stadium. 2 minutes later, it's gone. Boom.
You make your bet right there just on the plane.
Well, they wouldn't let me make it on the plane. They wouldn't let me make it on the plane, but absolutely. Go Ohio State. What else is Weez doing?
Weez on Memphis plus, I can't tell, is that plus 5 or minus 5? It's minus 5 versus UAB because I've got UAB as my super dog.
Yeah.
So he's on Memphis minus the 5 at UAB. And then his super dog is Auburn plus 7.5 versus Ole Miss. Auburn's at home.
Auburn played really well last weekend.
They played tough.
Yeah, they played good.
So, your other one, while we're on you had Air Force minus 10.5 at Navy.
Yes, I did.
I think I saw that line at what?
Did you see what the over-under is on
like
that?
31 and a half or something like that.
I think somebody else is on that. Maybe Jamie's on the over-under.
There you go, 36 and a half.
Yeah, so Air Force scores. Air Force just... Navy doesn't score, and Air Force will score 21. Navy's going to score 5.
That should be an under then.
That should be an under. I think it's going to go under, and I think I'm going to cover.
All right. And then your super dogs, ODU, Old Dominion.
Old Dominion.
Plus 6.5 versus Appy State.
And this is at Old Dominion.
Yep.
This is not your father's Appalachian State. This is not as good a team as they have been used to having. Okay.
Historically. Jamie's, like we said, Air Force Navy over 36.5.
Okay.
He thinks Air Force is going to put up a big number. And I love this one.
He took over?
He took over.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
He thinks Air Force is going to put up a big number because, like you said, I don't think Navy's going to score much.
Yeah, Navy's not going to score.
So, and then he's on Oklahoma minus 19 versus Central Florida. I love this bet, too. The quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, came from Central Florida to Oklahoma and putting up big numbers. Central Florida got blasted by Kansas and Kansas State, something like that, the last couple of weeks. So,
Central Florida's struggling.
Yeah, his Super Dogs.
Central Florida in the Big 12 ain't working out.
No. His Super Dogs Indiana plus 5 versus Rutgers just because that's just what Jamie does.
He doesn't. Wait a minute. What's he doing on not picking any Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
I was surprised about it. When's Air Force Navy? Is it Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, I was surprised too. All right, and then I'm on Utah USC over 55.5.
Utah's got a good defense, Lucas.
Utah doesn't have a good defense. Or, excuse me, USC doesn't have a good defense.
USC doesn't have a good defense.
So I think Utah has enough offense to score enough, and USC, we know that their offense is good enough. After a bad game versus Notre Dame, Utah's defense is not Notre Dame.
Caleb going to pick it up.
Caleb Balin's going to pick it up after that bad game. I think they put up a big number. And then I'm on UNC minus 23.5 versus Virginia. They're good.
Virginia's not.
Virginia's not good, and North Carolina has proven game after game they can put up big numbers against all these teams.
I love North Carolina. I love that pick.
And then my UAB plus 6.5. They're at home versus Memphis. I don't know. There's something about that game I like.
So is that against what he's got?
Yeah, Weeze has Memphis minus. Well, he's got minus 5, but you know how Weeze gets his line. Spanks him up as he goes. So UAB is my super dog.
Well, I made it up if I've got OSU plus 4.
Yeah, you wrong one on there.
We're going to talk NFL when we return. That's before we leave. Hold on, I forgot to show folks. There's the
Say Oklahoma's undefeated.
Oklahoma's
Penn
undefeated.
State,
See, that's
Oregon.
the bad thing. I'm taking Ohio State. They're playing Penn State, who's undefeated against the spread.
And North Carolina was on that list.
Yeah, we're on North Carolina and Rutgers, which Jamie's going against. Look at the worst. Illinois has a 1 in front of it, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, same with Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt has a 1 in front of it. Last week it was 0s. Actually, there were 3 zeros.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who the third one
I don't
was.
remember which one it was. Georgia. Look at Georgia.
Worst against the spread. And how about, I don't have the unders, but I do have the best overs as LSU. Look how LSU is just clobbering that over. And of course, Vanderbilt, they're on both the worst ATS and the most overs.
There's your UCF on your overs. Oklahoma on that? No, I don't see Oklahoma on that list.
I'm kind of surprised Oklahoma, but there you go, folks. The best college overs. We're going to come right back, talk a little NFL right after this. Please do stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, "Together, we're going to rebuild." Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Sweet. Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. I am on tilt. I am on tilt.
I don't know. I mean,
Lucas Vaughan is here for Take the Points edition, as we are going to talk a little bit of a little bit of pro football. Lucas, the big weekend. What were the big stories on the big weekend?
The biggest story is there's no more undefeated teams. Going into the weekend, there was two. Mm-hmm. The 49ers looked like world beaters, and the Eagles looked like world beaters, and they had two easy games of the weekend to continue being undefeated.
72 Dolphins get a pop the corks. 51 years ago, the last undefeated NFL team throughout the regular season.
And I guess that's what makes this so hard. The two teams that beat them are not two teams that should have beat these undefeated teams. That's what makes NFL so hard.
Yeah, it was interestingly enough, I don't think it really killed anybody in the big survivor pools, because nobody was really thinking. Well, the Jets might have killed a lot of Philly fans, or Philly survivor picks. But it was not a terrific surprise, these teams losing.
Yeah.
Especially now that the Niners everybody got hurt.
Well, now
Christian McCaffrey got hurt.
Yeah.
You've got Debo Samuel got hurt.
And then they looked like a mediocre team when those two went down.
Yeah, their offense anyway.
That being said, they did have a 41-yarder to win the football game, and he just missed a wide right. So
Brock Purdy's still playing well. I mean, I'm not going to say a bad thing about Brock Purdy. It was his first regular season loss of his career, and he drove him down the field. Set him up
for a 41-yarder.
For a 80%, 85%.
Yeah.
Should have been made field goal. They drafted the kid. They got rid of Robbie Gould.
And Moody's been good all year long. He actually missed his first one. Yeah, he missed the first one of the game at 53-yarder, and then the 41-yarder to win the game.
Threw him off, I guess. So the Niners go down. There weren't quite the injury bug this weekend as there was last weekend, was there? The quarterbacks didn't all take a beating.
No, not the quarterbacks, but we got some running backs that have gone out there with Kyron Williams out. A couple of those. But yeah, and then the Eagles getting taken down by the Jets. I mean, that's another.
What do you think? Is it going to make any difference at all? The Eagles going out and signing Julio Jones?
Julio Jones hadn't made a difference on a team in
5 years.
At least 5 years. So no.
Well, I ran out and cut Amon Ross St. Brown off my fantasy team so I could get Julio Jones. Was that a good move?
No. I hope you didn't do that.
No.
I was about to say, jeez.
No, I did get Julio though I picked up Julio drop like Zay Flowers or somebody like that.
You know, the Julio hadn't been relevant. Even when he was playing down in Tampa Bay with Tom Brady, he wasn't relevant down there.
Yeah, they didn't throw to him.
Right.
They didn't throw to him. What are we doing this week?
Hopefully, we're winning more than last week. Last week, we unfortunately we went 2-6. Weez hit one, Jamie hit one, and me and Bruce went 0-2.
Yeah, that's a little disappointing. I thought I had. Well, I think I had the Browns, or I had the Niners at the Browns.
Oh man, I cannot read that in the red.
Well, it's
hard to tell. I know I had the 49ers, and they just flat lost.
Yeah,
but
that was a close game, close bet too. Wasn't that 49ers by 2.5 or something like that?
Okay, it was. I had the Titans +4 and the Niners +6.5, so they were under a touchdown.
Oh yeah, I had them at 5.5.
Yep.
Because I got them early in the week before PJ Walker was.
Yeah, there you go. You had them at 5.5, and then you had the Falcons -2.5.
Yeah. So. Falcons, I have made. Oh,
are they off the list?
They are on the list right now. I look like our party Artie Smith wanted to kill somebody. There were 2 or 3 moves made late in that game and missed field goals and stuff. A couple of interceptions Ritter threw. Artie just was going to. I'm just glad Ritter was able to stay away from the coach because he was going to get killed by Arthur Smith. Was very angry at the end of that game. What are we doing this week?
We're going to win some more.
We're going to win.
Weez, he's on the Jag Saints under 40. I like that. It's the Thursday night game. Trevor Lawrence is a little bit banged up. The Saints have not been putting up big numbers.
Before we do this, let me show a couple of these.
Let me see the under.
Let's see the under.
They are the Saints #1 under.
Saints #1. They haven't. They've had 1 over in the last 18 games.
Yep.
The Saints are on a run to the under, and actually everybody is under right now in the NFL. It's all unders. And let's take a look at the overs. There are your Bears.
You're darn right. Awesome offense. So that's the only reason they could be there.
Bears are all over the over. Dolphins are scoring a ton. Broncos are giving up a ton. I'm kind of surprised the Colts are on that. But I guess they're just having trouble.
I think they're consistently. Both teams are. They're scoring enough and they're giving up just enough to hit that over.
Well, I think you're right. Well, you see that the average, their average only 5 over. They're playing close games.
Yeah.
They're playing close games. Same thing with the Cardinals. They play close games. They play hard against folks. Would you like to see the best and worst against the spread before we start going?
We're doing it.
Well, the Dolphins at 5-1.
Yeah, Jamie's on that one.
And Lions at
I'm on that
5-1 against the spread. Rams doing well, even though the Rams are 3-3 on the season, I think. And the 49ers doing well against the spread as well. Lost this weekend against the spread.
Yep. And the Texans, they weren't expected to do much, and they play tough.
C.J. Stroud is going to be the next star in the league, and the worst against the spread, and I think I'm betting on 2 of those today. I'm betting on the Broncos for sure. I know I recall having the Broncos.
Yeah, you do have the Broncos.
What's my other one?
Yeah, you got the Browns.
Okay, well, so I'm not in that one. Okay, but let's go over. Let's tell us what folks have.
All right, so like we said, Jag Saints under 40 for Weez. That one looks. Looking at that,
yeah,
start.
There you are.
And then he's on the Patriots +9 versus the Bills.
Patriots on the worst ATS team,
and they're a dumpster fire. I don't know. I guess he's just relying on that +9, the Bills to take it easy on him. I don't know.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not the only one that's betting on the team on the worst ATS list. That makes me feel good, Brian. Thank you very much for making me feel better. What's my other one? I've got the Broncos.
And you got the Browns -2.5 with the Colts.
Browns -2.5, so I think the Browns are going to win by 3, and that's at Indianapolis.
Yes, that's Indy.
I just think the Browns defense is going to shut down.
Browns defense is good. They've got. I think the Colts are interested. Minshew's playing pretty good football, and they got Moss and Taylor coming back, and I think the Colts could be a scary team.
Moss is getting a touchdown. Moss is getting a touchdown quite often.
Yeah, right now he is.
Let's see who the Broncos playing.
Broncos got the Packers.
Packers. This is a requiem.
Yeah, I like it. I hope this hits for you.
This is a requiem for the Packers. I think that Packers, if they don't play well, this could be a Packers versus the Bears for the rush to the bottom of the NFC North.
Oh, thank you.
I think you'll get past them.
Not right now, we aren't.
You got a dude named Bagent.
Tyson Bagent.
Tyson Bagent playing quarterback.
I mean, he played in Division III.
Was it Sherman College?
I don't know.
Is that was where they filmed Breakfast Club, Sherman High School?
If you look at him, it's what he looks like.
Was he the geek? Was he the geek
he's,
in the Breakfast
he's skinny
Club?
looking.
He's Anthony Michael Hall.
He had a little bit of time in that game last week.
But he had a sleeve too.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid is he's clearly a hip child of the road. What else we got going?
All right, Jamie's on the KC Charger over 48.5.
Okay.
It's always a solid good bet for those can go over. And then he's on the Dolphins getting 2 at the Eagles. So he's taking the Dolphins on the road.
The Dolphins again 5-1 against the spread. So and the Eagles, how do they bounce back? It's you go out and pick up somebody off the scrap heap.
Yeah, Julio Jones, I guess.
Pick up Julio Jones.
I'm on Detroit +3 at Baltimore. I don't know. Detroit's
ATS.
just playing good football, but they may win that. Baltimore may win that game, but then again, Baltimore's not playing the best football ever either. So
no, Baltimore is they're up and down.
Yeah, they are. And then I'm on Washington -2.
Plus, Baltimore's coming back from London.
Yeah,
so that's a long trip.
Yep. And then I'm on Washington -2 at the Giants.
Washington made the list last week, and then Atlanta made the list this week.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't believe you're betting on Washington.
I like Washington. I like what they have there more than I like what the Giants are putting on the field. The Giants. I'm not a Tyrod guy, even though Danny Jones could be back. I'm not sure which one's better or worse.
Sam Howell is throwing the ball nicely.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Washington there. I'm going to give them a shot.
Here's what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wanting to see what all of our picks are for the week, take a picture. And if you look above, just avoid looking above at that red.
A little red up there.
A little bit of red.
For the year, though, we are over 500, 57 and 55.
We remain over 500.
We're a couple games over 500.
Put that in your pocket, and you'll be feeling good all day long. Let's talk a little bit. We've got just a couple minutes here. Let's talk a little bit about the baseball playoffs. Have you been watching much of the playoffs?
The games, individual games, no. But every morning I keep an eye on and see who's won, see who did what.
The Philadelphia Phillies, ladies
gritty.
and gentlemen, are killing.
They're gritty. They are. They're a gritty team all the way around.
And they have more home runs through the first 5 games of their postseason than any team ever.
Yeah.
They've got like 16 home runs in 5 games or something like that. Just makes no sense.
Schwarber's killing the ball. Harper's killing the ball. Castellanos is killing the ball. They're a good team. If their pitching holds up, they've got the offense.
There's where we stand here on Wednesday evening before the games of Wednesday night.
No series has gone past 4 games.
Well, now, but you got to win 4 now to win.
Yeah.
To win the NLCS and the ALCS, you have to win 4 games. Texas jumps out, wins 2 at Houston. Which reminds everybody that Houston is a better road team than they are a home team this year, which makes no sense.
No.
But Houston's 23 games above 500 on the road, so that kind of gives you that in your mind. And Philadelphia and Arizona, Philadelphia just keeps hitting home runs. They keep hitting solo shots. The occasional 2-run homer, but it's a solo shot after solo shot after solo shot.
Yeah.
And you keep waiting for one of their pitchers to crack, at least screw up somehow, so the Cardinals will be able to pick them up this fall. Aaron Nola, he's on everybody's wish list. His price keeps going.
Oh yeah, I think he's 3-0 this postseason. He had not a shutout, but 6 scoreless last night, I believe.
Yeah,
on Tuesday night.
Yeah. So and they'll be playing. They've got game 4, I believe, on tonight, Friday night, whereas game 5 of the Texas Houston series. You think these are both going to go the distance? What are we thinking here?
The way that there was only 2 games in the entire playoffs not won by the winning team for that series. Their entire playoffs, they've all been sweeps except for two series. They had 1 win. So
what's that tell you?
It's a sweep series. It's going to be Texas versus Philly in the World Series. 2 sweeps.
I disagree entirely.
Good.
I think Arizona's going to win their way back. I think because maybe I'm stupid.
Are we giving up on Houston? Are they done?
I've already given up on Houston.
Oh, so Houston's done. All right.
Houston. Texas, good luck to you. Phillies, good luck to you. Arizona, good luck to you. And go to heck, Houston. I don't need. We don't need you. We'll see y'all next week on Big Talk, folks. Have a great day.